Hello and welcome everyone. Today we will learn a new lesson from CBC class 9th English. The name of lesson is The Snake and the Mirror. The Snake and the Mirror. This lesson has been written by Vaikom Muhammad Bashir. Let's know something about the author Vaikom Muhammad Bashir. He is an Indian writer. He was born on 21st January 1908 in Kottayam, Kerala, and he passed away on 5th July 1994 in Bepur, Kerala. Vaikam Muhammad Bashir is fondly known as Baipuri Sultan. He was an Indian independent activist and writer of Malayalam literature. In Malayalam literature arena, the legend Vaikom Muhammad Bashir achieves a remarkable position. With his profound and deep, simple writing, the touch of satire and sarcasm and black humor also is existing elements in his writing. Bashir had woven a style of his own and marked his presence as a short story writer, novelist, humorist, and also a freedom fighter. Let's know something about the introductory part of the lesson, The Snake and the Mirror. The story is like a play within a play in the form of a narrative within the narrative. It means actually the central character, hero of the story is homeopath doctor. He is narrating his story to the author of the lesson, and that's why the play is narrative within the narrative. The writer tells us the story which was told to him by his one of the friends who was a homeopath doctor, and he is the central main character in the lesson. That's why this lesson is narrative within the narrative. As we see from the title, the snake and the mirror are the two most important things in the story. The homeopathic doctor encounter meets unexpectedly a snake, and the snake fell on the doctor's left hand. When the snake saw its reflection in the mirror, it was more interested in that, and the doctor's life was saved. So, children, in this lesson, two elements are most important. One is snake, another is mirror, and that's why the title is also given oft as the snake and the mirror. The theme of the lesson goes with the like this: reality versus fantasy, because the central character homeopathic doctor is almost in the fantasy. He does not want to live in his reality, that he is poor, he has the restrictions, but beyond the restrictions and expectations he lives in a dream. But when the snake comes and uh, sit on his hand and other part of body, that time the panic runs in the body, and that's why he has to remain and accept the reality. So reality versus fantasy. Some major characters are in this lesson that should be learned and noted differently. They are: first one, homeopath doctor. He is the main character. He is a bachelor, unmarried person, just completed his degree, and he has practicing his degree in a small village. And when he is in a small village, he has rented a small room and the room is without facility of electricity, and the house is old fashioned one. Another one is the writer of the story itself, because he happened to ask the story what happened with him, that is the homeopathic doctor story. Then few more are here characters. A friend of the homeopathic doctor. Here the friend is discussed with whom the homeopathic doctor ran after escaping from the snake. So third character. And the fourth character is most important, that is the snake. The snake is a cobra who landed on the left hand of the homeopathic doctor, and then he went towards the table where the mirror was placed. So these were the four characters. Now let's know something, the difficult words from the glossary sections. First one is meager. Meager means small in quantity. Solitary means single, that is bachelor. Yard, an open place or area like a garden or veranda before the house. Strike, attack. Lurked, hid, feebly, weakly. Vermilion spot, red bindi. The women Indian culture where women are putting the red spot on their forehead to be called as a vermilion spot, red bindi. It is a somewhat the cosmetics or the beautification of the body. In addition to that, some difficult words here. Gabble, most important word, where the regular traffic of the rats was there. The noisy atmosphere in the house from the gable section. Gable is the uppermost part of the house near the roof to be said as a gable. Upper part of wall below the sloping roof, that to be said as a gable. Hood. Hood is the head of the snake, the widespread area of head to be said as a hood. Then coiled. Coiled means to make surrounding area or to sit or make in a circular position. You can see in picture, it will be clear the snake has turned his entire body into the circular posture, that is to be said as a coil, and similar opposite of it, uncoiled. Now let's see the lesson in detail in explanation section. Let's begin this story. The homeopathic doctor. Doctor who is performing and practicing his homeopathy skill. Homeopathy, allopathy, and Ayurvedic. These are the fields of treating the patients. Now this is the present doctor is homeopathy doctor. The homeopathic doctor is narrating his story. He begins the story by asking a very much sensible questions to his friends along with the writer. And question is like this: anyone has ever experienced the wrapping of cobra on their any part of body? The question was really very much sensible and very much effective question asked by the homeopathic doctor. The coiling of cobra on any part of body means it is really panic creating question. A poor bachelor doctor. A doctor begins his story as he lived in a small house in a village where there was no electricity and there were full of rats in all section of the house. It was a hot summer night, almost 10 o'clock in the night. He returned his home late after having his dinner at the restaurant. As the doctor opened the door of his room and he heard the noise from above section, that is gable section, but he did not react because it was familiar noise of rats at the roof section. Because in his house there were so many rats, and that's why the sound was familiar. So that's why he neglected being thought of they were the rats. The room which he had taken on the rent was old, having thick walls. Inside the room there was no roof, but only the beam on which the gable was supported. You can see in the picture. The roof was not in a flat, but in a slanting two structures. The gable was supported to the roof size, slanting positions, full of rats which went in and out of the room thoroughly and completely and regularly. The doctor set his bed for resting at night, and he took the bed near the wall to have the cool air outside from the window section. And he laid down to sleep, but he could not sleep as there were no wind outside because it was a hot summer. He had gone out of his room to get some fresh air because he did not have any fan in his room. He was feeling hot inside the room. Then, after staying some time outside, he came back again in his room and sat on the chair opposite of table. And he opened the box under the table and took out a book named Materia Medica, because he was a doctor and he was studying a book, Materia Medica. He kept it on the same table on which a lamp, a mirror, and a small comb was placed. And he opened the book and started to read, but he could not read properly. But he could not concentrate because heat was there, and then his thoughts were just flashing in his mind. While looking at the mirror placed on the table, he made two plans to look more handsome, and he should shave daily, and he should keep a small smile on his face. So he made a two plan that he should look handsome, moreover he should shave daily and keep a attractive smile on the face. That plan he wanted to make. As he was sitting in front of the mirror, he looked at his image in the mirror, and he says that he was a great admirer of beauty. As he was a young man, he liked to appreciate beautiful things, and he wanted to improve his looks, and he should try to look more handsome. That was his idea and plan. When he was combing his hair, again he heard the same sound from the above section, that is gable section, being thought of the rats, but he ignored it. Continuously he was looking into the mirror and making the decision after decisions. He looked carefully in the mirror and decided that he should shave daily and grow a thin mustache. Mustache, the layer of black or any type of colored here on the upper lip of the mane to be said as a mustache. He should grow a thin mustache because he thought that he would look better and more handsome with the thin mustache. Again he keep on making the decision after decisions. That doctor was being ironical here when he said that to keep us smiling was an earth-shaking decision. Now he wanted to take big decision, earth-shaking decision, that he should marry a woman doctor, one who had lots of money and a good medical practice. Further, the doctor thought that he would marry a fat girl, because if he had fat girl as a wife with a solid and logical reason that if the doctor commits some mistakes in his house at that time, his fat wife could not be chasing him, or was not be able to chase him in the anger, to hit him or to catch him, and she will not be able to run fast and catch him. That was his plan. Means a woman doctor, as well as he should be fat with a maximum conditions. He wanted to marry with a woman. It was his plan. But what happened further, that is the main elements in the story. Let's see. As soon as the doctor turned by sitting in the chair, and he saw that the big fat snake had crawled over his chair. Means what happened when he sat in the chair, a big sound he heard on the back of his chair. Thud. Rubber like a structure had landed from roof to his back of chair, and sound came thud. Then the third sound, he just wanted to know what is about. As soon as he turned back, he saw a big fat snake close to him, just 3 inches far from his head. And now the snake just rolled, crawled, slithered from the back of the chair into his lap. And thereafter, the snake coiled the left hand of the homeopathic doctor, crawled over the chair and sat on his shoulder. The timing of the doctor's turning and the snake's landing was the same. The doctor says that he was not only holding the breath, but he had turned into a stone statue, just like a statue. Although physically he was still like a statue, but his mind was very actively alert, and he was thinking what he should do the next if the snake bite him. He knew that if he moved a bit, he made a little movement, the snake would attack him. The death was just near to him, and he was sitting at a distance far inches. Suppose the snake stuck, bit him. What was the medicine he should take? There was no medicine in his room. I was, and the doctor was, just a poor, foolish, and stupid doctor. He forgot the danger and he smiled feebly at his weaknesses. The snake moved its head to the other side of area and saw the mirror. And in a mirror, he saw its own reflection, and that was the turning point in the story. And it looked at the mirror and it saw its own reflection in the mirror. The snake thought that it may be another snake, and thinking another snake to meet, the snake just moved from the left hand of the homeopathic doctor, which was coiled. Then he uncoiled the hand and came on the thigh of the homeopathic doctor, and came on the table to look into the mirror. The snake, trying to observe its own beauty, growing mustache, etc., and maybe wearing the eyeshadow. This is a female cosmetics that to be used by the women while making ready for their any other work. So mascara means the putting the dye or the color on the eyelashes. That is to be said as a mascara. Look at more pretty, maybe the thinking the wearing a red color bindi on its forehead. The doctor did not know whether it was a male or female snake, and he says that he will never come to know this, whether the male or female type of snake, because just then he crawled from its left arm, and moved down into his lap. From there, it jumped and started crawling over the table, and it crawled very close to the mirror, and he started looking at itself. Doctor thought that maybe a snake wanted to look at itself and have a closer look at its appearance. As the snake had crawled out of the doctor's lap, he stood up. Still now he had stopped his breath because he was scared, frightened of the snake now. He quietly moved out of the door, jumped from his place, and ran away to uh, meet his friend. All the friends who had gathered to listen the story of Homer Doctor who started the story, they were listening the doctor's story very much patiently and excitedly, and they got relief and took a deep breath after they came to know that the doctor's life was saved. And someone from that group asked whether his wife was fat. Then the doctor replied, "No, she is not a fat. It is a thin sprinter, means fast runner." He replied that he ran and ran, and the doctor told further he went to his went to his friend's room. It was a late night. Then he made him awake, and then he stayed that night with his friend only. And there he took an oil to massage his whole body. Then, after applying the oil to his body and massage, he took a bath and wore the fresh clothes given by his friends. And then he did not know what the snake, where the snake was gone. The snake had chased him or not because he did not look behind him. Someone had stolen uh, some things from the writer's home when he left open the door to reach in his friend's house after escaping from the snake. The thief had stolen the things from the writer's home, and he thought that the everything was stolen, like 60 rupees, moreover the other things, but except the solitary coat, the dirty clothes coat was not taken because it was a part of insult. The doctor was not hygienic and cleaning. And what thing was not taken? That was a dirty coat, which made the writer insulting one because he was not keeping hygiene. The writer asked the doctor what was the thing which the thief didn't take left behind. The doctor replied that the vest, the coat which was dirty and hanging on the wall. He added that the thief was so much into cleanliness that he left the dirty coat there only. And he says that the naughty thief could have taken the thief also with him and washed it and used with after washing with the soap. So thereby the lesson ends with the very much humor and comic elements in the end. But here the doctor is saved from the snake due to the mirror only, and that's why the title is given, the snake and the mirror. Let's conclude the lesson. In this lesson we have learned that one should not be proud in our any behavior, because proud things which will end in destructions, and that's why it is better to be realistic and the actual one, not to be a daydreamer. So I hope you understood the lesson. Thank you.